So I just wanted to say how much I absolutely appreciate everybody that follows along on this channel. But I think the more important message that I want to talk about today is just not letting ideas push you around. And that's something that could happen a lot. So if you don't know me, I am Professor Dave Maslach. I'm Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship. And I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I wanted to pay the favor forward to help you out. So, first of all, it's absolutely amazing that people actually watch these videos, because it is some wacky, nerdy person in the middle of nowhere that's talking about this kind of stuff. And so I absolutely appreciate everything that you do. And that, just being the fact that you are here, I just really want to say how much I appreciate everything. But the second thing that I think is important, that was on my mind, that I really wanted to talk about, not letting ideas push you around. So what do I mean by that? Well, often what we think about is people push you around. So when you're in grade school, elementary school, people might be pushing you around in terms of that they're trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do. And this actually happens with ideas. When you're doing something that's thoughtful or innovative, and you come across somebody else's idea and you want to latch onto that idea and say, wow, that's really cool, that's really interesting. Or somebody gives you feedback on something and they say, well, did you think about this? And then you start looking into it and you think, oh, that's amazing, I should be doing that, and I should be thinking about that. And so you go in that different dimension, and then you go into another area after somebody else has talked or mentioned something, and they say, well, go take a look at this, and you go and do that thing. And you might get more persuaded depending on how much status those individuals have, or when you're reading something in terms of maybe it's a number of citations, for example, somebody, some papers or ideas get, and so you go in that different direction. And then you start getting muddied and muddled in what you're trying to do. And you forget about who you are as an individual. You forget about what your ideas are. You forget about everything about what you're trying to do. And this happens a lot in terms of anybody that's doing this academic thing, or anybody else that is thinking of new ideas. They get pushed around a lot. It's very true of entrepreneurship or innovation as well, where you can get pushed around a lot, where people give you feedback, quote unquote feedback, and they're not really seeing what your big picture is. But I just wanted to say, the most important thing with all of this is to keep coming back to who you are and what your ideas are about. Don't get persuaded to go in a different direction that you don't feel comfortable about. And if I can implore you to do one thing, is to keep coming back and keep thinking about who you are and what you represent and your morals, your ideas, whatever it is about you, and have the strength to stand up and say, that's not what I'm about. We think that there is some better way or some other way is more persuasive, but what I've learned is that's not true at all. And what you have to do is just come to terms with, you have your own unique perspective, and you have to figure out a way to sell or make it so that other people can make sense of what you are doing in what they're doing. And so all I can implore you to do, especially young doctoral students or people that are just venturing off into any new venture, is to not get persuaded by other people and really stay true to who you are, and listen to that inner voice, that inner strength that you have, and just go for it, and keep coming back to being you. The more that you could be you, the better off that this world will be, and the more exciting and interesting of a time that you will have. So don't let ideas push you around. Go out there and do really good things. That's all I want to say today. And I don't know if you're ever going to watch this, but one of my mentors, Mark, thanks so much for giving me this advice many years ago. So take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.